Okay, so what I'm going to do today is show you a couple of adhesion products that I'm familiar with when it comes to joining Lexan. So, the first is this Weld-on 16. It's a medium thickness, and we get it here in gallon containers and then put it into smaller containers that are easier and more precise to pour. And the other that I'm familiar with is this Lord brand adhesive. It's actually an acrylic adhesive, whereas this melts into your base material. This is more of a true weld, as the name implies. This is strictly an adhesive. This is a bit more brittle than the Lord. The Lord actually has quite a bit of give. It has a sticky texture to it forever, as far as I can tell. We've had signs come back that have Lord, and around the perimeter where it's seeped out, you can still touch it, and it's kind of sticky years after the fact. And normally this has a mixing nozzle that's about that long, about 8 or 9 inches long. But since I'm going to do a very small amount, just to be able to join these small pieces, I'm going to dump it onto this plate, mix it up, and do it that way. And this is 10-to-1 ratio or something like that. I'm not sure. This does in fact have two components in the one tube. It has a smaller tube in the center and then the larger one around that. I'll have to clean that nozzle later. And then just going to mix it up. And one of the interesting things about this is as it sets, it changes color, and it does get warm. Starts out this tan and goes green. Oops. So, it does have an odor. I will mention that. So I've got that dabbed on here. Nice liberal amount on one side. And then on this other side, I'm going to apply an appropriate amount of the Weld-on. I'm making an I-beam in effect. Clamp that good and snug. Okay. So I've got the I-beam here, and you can see the Lord adhesive has squished out the sides a bit, and as well as the Weld-on, and that's exactly what I want. And I'm even going to go so far as to smear it a little bit. Kind of give it a fillet weld look. And that's just to give it some more surface adhesion. Okay. Lord adhesive you really don't want to get on your fingers, it's just annoying. Weld-on, not such a big deal. And so there we go. We got this little ramp on all 4 edges. And you can imagine the test I intend to do with this. So, tune in next time. I'm going to let these sit for an entire day. The 40619, the Lord adhesive here. The 19 is an indicator of time. It has 19 minutes of pot life, and the Weld-on has 10 minutes fixture time, 5 to 6 minutes working time, and it gets 80% strength in 24 hours. The Lord adhesive, it gets strength in under an hour. So, thought I'd share these two insights, and you'll see how the test goes.